Hi guys, today in Career Talk we're going to be speaking about one of the most commonly used phrase or terms in the corporate world, which is CTC, which you guys know is cost to company, and the potential trap that excessive and casual use of this word could lay for you going forward in your career in future. Now, CTC is one of the most commonly used terms from campus to corporations. Everybody uses it: hiring managers, business school professors, students. In fact, there's a palpable amount of excitement around this word CTC when it comes to placement time in B school. How much CTC did this company offer? How much CTC did that guy get offered? So there's a whole lot of excitement. In fact, companies and even business schools brand themselves in media by using this word CTC. You will find advertisements in newspapers saying that our passing out batch got offered the maximum average CTC, or companies claiming that we offer the highest CTC to people who join us. So there's a whole lot of excitement, and therefore all the more reason for you to get a perspective around this word CTC, or at least be aware of the damage causing potential that this term could have. Now, overtly, there's no problem with the term CTC, but what's actually happening is that this excessive and casual use of this word is slotting you in a cost paradigm. And when you get slotted in a cost paradigm, then you become commoditized, you become something perishable, something comparable, and that's where the problem begins. Now, imagine a time when a company is going through a difficult phase, and if there is a cost rationalization exercise, and if you've branded yourselves using this word CTC as a cost from day one, then you're definitely going to figure in that list of rationalization. And God forbid, if your CTC is high, then you're going to be very conspicuous and you're going to figure right up there in that list. So in that perspective, now you see how funny it seems when somebody is saying that my CTC is X and I expect a CTC of Y. Or it's even funnier when you see an ad by business schools saying that our students get offered the maximum CTC. Let's be very clear, nobody offers a cost. A cost is always incurred. As a matter of fact, to understand the term CTC, it's important for you to be aware of probably its cousin, which is RTC, or revenue to company. Be very sure that when CTC is being discussed, it is actually RTC that is driving the discussion. RTC is always a multiplier of CTC. So if your CTC is X, your RTC expectation will be something like 5X, 10X, or 15X, depending on the kind of industry or the function that you are in. For example, it's pretty linear and simple in, let's say, in base level sales function. Your RTC expectation is, let's say, 1,000, so your CTC is going to be 100, 150, depending on the kind of industry that you're in. Of course, at a senior level, it's the departmental CTC that's going to come into play, or the departmental RTC that's going to come into play. So be aware of this RTC and CTC connect. In fact, many people find it very uncomfortable when RTC is being discussed. In an interview scenario, if you ask a question that, okay, what's your expected CTC, you're going to get a lightning quick response that my CTC is going to be X, or I expect so much CTC. But if you follow it up with saying that, all right, what's your RTC and what's your RTC going to be? And that's when you find a whole lot of shuffling under the table. People are not comfortable discussing RTC. They're very comfortable discussing CTC. But the trick is, if you're aware of RTC and CTC connect, it's only going to help you further your CTC or salary in your career going forward. So how do you respond when the CTC is being discussed? Now, option one is to make it very simple and very open. So if somebody is talking about CTC, you say that, all right, forget CTC, what's the RTC expectation that you have from me? And the moment you get that answer, you say that, all right, then my CTC I expect is a fraction of the RTC that you've just quoted. Now, be careful, because this option is only for the brave, because if somebody takes you on with this equation, then you're going to be under some serious performance pressures going forward. There's another way of responding when it comes to CTC discussion, and that's by using the word or term VTC, or value to company. And when we're talking value to company, we're not talking about some esoteric core values or something like that. Value to company, or VTC, is a composite word made up of many things, probably your skill sets, your qualifications, your experience, your past salary, of course, and so on and so forth. So figure out your own VTC, and when somebody says, all right, what's the CTC that you expect, your response now, if you don't want to take the brave response like earlier, you could say that, all right, CTC is for you to figure out. I can only talk about VTC, and this is the VTC or the value to company that I bring to the table, because everybody has its own unique value. You were meant to be unique. You have your own unique values inside of you, and you need to figure that out. And the important thing is that your values are completely unique to you. Your VTC package is going to be different from somebody else. So CTC will commoditize you. VTC will help you brand yourselves inside the organization. And also there's a collateral advantage. When it comes to difficult times, you're not going to be anymore perceived as a cost. You're going to be perceived as a value, because you've been talking always in terms of VTC. So I hope it's given you a little bit of a perspective. I hope you guys think about it. It's pretty straightforward actually to get figure out your VTC and calculate your VTC, and we'll probably do some videos later on, and of course you'll get notified because you'll subscribe. But till then, put your thinking cap on, sit back, relax, think about the various values that you bring to the table, sum them up. It'll help you very much in these kind of discussions going forward. I hope this short video has helped you, and till we meet again, goodbye.